There are 42 million people in this country that need food stamps on a weekly basis. And we're saying people deliberately instead of Americans, because most of the people that are on food stamps aren't even from this country. 45% of Afghanistan immigrants are on food stamps, 42% of Somali immigrants, 34% of every immigrant from Iraq, 23% of Haitians, 59% of all illegal aliens are collecting food stamps, meaning that most of the people getting food stamps from the U.S. government and the U.S. taxpayer are not even Americans. Think about that. And we didn't know about any of this before the government shutdown started, but thanks to Democrats, we can confirm tonight that millions of Joe Biden illegal aliens, people who crossed the border when Joe was president, are now collecting food stamps from a program funded by hardworking American taxpayers.
45% of Afghan immigrants and 42% of Somali immigrants are on welfare. This is why the Democrats are so in favor of importing millions of third world migrants who have to get on the government dole the day they get here and never get off during their entire life. Because the Democrats want dependence. 42% of Somali immigrants and 45% of Afghan immigrants are on welfare and will never get off because being at the absolute bottom in America is infinitely times better than whatever life they could have possibly achieved back in their home country. They can come to America, get free housing, free healthcare, free education for their kids, free food, and don't even have to work for it. And they're so against bringing in productive and self-sufficient immigrants from civilized nations because they don't want the unfulfilling government welfare dependent lifestyle the Democrats offer. Somalis and Afghans and Haitians will simply vote for whoever promises to give them the most free stuff. And we know the numbers are equally as bad, if not worse, with illegal aliens. Those numbers you just saw were for legal immigrants, by the way. People we reviewed, vetted, knew we would have to pay for anyway, and still let them come here. And just like every other Democrat false narrative that gets exposed in humiliating fashion, they're once again trying to claim, oh, it's impossible that illegals are receiving welfare. That's illegal. That can't happen. Well, it's also illegal for illegals to receive CDLs to drive trucks, but that's been exposed for happening in California. It's illegal to break into the United States, but 20 million people did that. It's illegal to commit welfare fraud and social security fraud. People do it anyway. So Democrats are just pretending the problem doesn't exist rather than addressing it and solving it because they benefit from the problem continuing and exacerbating. But Donald Trump said no more and said, if you're not going to turn over these records, then you guys are not getting any more federal dollars. Take a look.
There are 42 million people in this